Right, so what the fuck is going on here? Well, I got some shitty Fender that I've obviously started to gut here. Why? Well, because what I'm going to stick behind here is this. Ta-da! It's a Teensy. I don't know if you heard me talk about it. I use it for hacking, breaking into digital devices quite a lot, but it's also got four little DACs that are amazingly powerful. These digital to analog converters, all sorts of inputs and outputs. Now, I soldered on all these pins here. You can actually solder on a lot more there. Basically, what this is going to do is every effect you've ever heard of for guitar, compression, distortion, delay, flange, chorus, everything. It's going to control all of that. Plus, there will be a little screen here. It's a little 2-inch color screen that basically I'm going to, for simplicity's sake, the way I'll explain it is, let's say after all the pickups go through the selector switches, tone and volume, and come out to the 1/4-inch jack, let's say I clip it there. I'm going to explain it that way to make it easier. Have it then go into the analog input here, have the analog input here, go back out to there, and even though this will be used, the selector switch to enable or disable this so that when you're not using it, you can just go back to regular guitar mode. That's how I'm going to do it. Let's just say I've got a separate switch that'll do it. So then you're then putting the analog sound in through here. Now this can do a couple different things. Like I said, all those effects, and again, even better than you'd really get out of a pedal because it's sub-microsecond latency on this. It's very quick. Plus 4 channels, you can easily mix the different effects. Change everything from like the options you'll be able to see on the screen, like on compression, like the attack and sustain. Change all these options with just a little button and a little potentiometer or the touch screen. It'll tell you what all the levels are, how much you want that mixed in, parametric EQ, and this is going to handle all these while also being like a MIDI stomp box, and that can just be with just a simple little button here that you press, and that, like, let's say you're using Ableton Live or something like that to record, it can just be like the stomp box to go through your different effects you have built into your program. If you want it to be a MIDI, this is, it'll do MIDI samples, of course. It's got the USB here that you'll just plug straight in, or you can have it not just a MIDI instrument, but a MIDI trigger for if you're setting a beat for a metronome, a drum machine thing, or, just like I said, to go through the different effects in like Ableton or something like that. Also, it'll have kind of, we'll call it an idle screen. If you're not actively changing any parameters for 20 seconds, what'll happen is the screen will automatically just go to being a guitar tuner, and it will display if the guitar's in or out of tune. So that's kind of what I'm building. I'll show you more details later if you're interested. See you, dude.